Hi everyone, MadLuigi here, and don't worry, I can still make Souls content. Now first off, I want to say that we will always have the Souls game we currently do. So in a way, there is no what comes after Dark Souls because the games never end. We can always go back and play them. But from a more pragmatic view, our fire and passion for these games will and or has simmered down because we've already gone through them so many times, and now we're looking into the future, wondering what comes next. Will anything fill the Dark Souls niche? Before I get too into the video, I do want to say I had no idea that there was a plethora of Souls-like games coming out in the near future. So a big thank you to fellow YouTuber Paragon DS and his most recent video for enlightening me on that. If you guys like my Dark Souls content, you most assuredly will like his, so go check him out. But his most recent video is what gave this video life. It let me know that there are going to be a ton of copycats to Souls that we get to check out and make fun of. Nah, but seriously, there are going to be quite a few games that are going to try to recapture the magic that the Soulsborne franchise made. The Surge is a new game coming out in like a week or two, and it looks like Industrial Souls. I just saw the trailer for Code Vein, Bandai Namco's new game, and holy soulsy Batman, that game wants to be anime Dark Souls. Side note, I did maybe take that anime Dark Souls thing from a YouTube comment, but it's like the perfect description, so I'm keeping it. I was really caught off guard by how blatant the plot story described by that trailer was just a description of Halloween in Dark Souls. And there are sure to be others that crop up here and there, and I really think these are something that I'm going to be wanting to cover on my channel. I know I didn't cover Nioh, which was the most recent, most popular Souls-like game, so I don't have too good of a track record on this, but to be fair, that came out when I was on one of my YouTube hiatuses when I wasn't really making much content. Hopefully that's not going to happen again. I'm sure that all of you who have enjoyed my Souls videos would like to see something from me on these games, as there are a lot of similarities, and you'll probably want to know how well these games actually end up before purchasing them, since they are looking like full price games. I'm pretty sure the Surge is 60 bucks, and I would be very, very surprised if Bandai Namco did not give their own game a $60 price tag. Being frank, I don't think that any of these games will actually capture the Souls experience. But I don't think I want them to. To me, no game will capture the experience of a Bethesda RPG, other than a Bethesda RPG. Skyrim is only gonna feel like Skyrim. The Witcher 3 is an experience I'll only have in The Witcher 3. Good games stand alone in how they present their material, so I want these new games, even though they seem to be trying to use the Souls formula, to become something different and something I enjoy for themselves. I know they're not going to do as well at being Souls as Souls did, because Souls is Souls, so why would I think anything that isn't Souls is going to be a better Souls? From Software are the best people at making Souls, so I don't want these other people to try and make Souls. If they want to use the formula Souls had and make something new and unique, that would be great. It would be amazing if Dark Souls could start its own mini-genre of action RPGs, but in that genre, every game would be different and unique. Look at the first-person shooter genre. That is a huge wide scope of radically different games that play differently, feel differently, and people like the different games for their own benefits. Looking at Call of Duty and Halo, those games play drastically different, or at least they used to. They're both FPSs, but they have their own unique benefits that make people prefer one to the other, or just appreciate both for different reasons. If all of the new games were just carbon copies of Souls, then we wouldn't get much of a mini-genre, it would just be the same game over and over. The game that's closest to coming out is The Surge, developed by Deck 13, the people behind Lords of the Fallen, another Souls-like game that I didn't cover. I didn't actually play it, but I know reviews weren't the greatest, they were at least mixed. We can hope that this studio has learned from the first go-around and gotten better. The setting for The Surge, an industrial one, is a nice change from medieval. I know Lords of the Fallen was closer to Dark Souls on that medieval setting, so an industrial, kind of like the movie Elysium setting, is a little bit better in terms of going away from Souls while still using the same core concepts. I will also be saying that the gameplay does look pretty well developed and fun on The Surge. It looks like it uses Souls elements, but adds in some of its own, like jump and duck dodging. The game drops May 16th, which is coming up pretty quick. I'll be doing first impressions, reviews, and overall looks at the game, so if you want to wait to see if it's good before you buy it, I got you covered. And I do plan to do a similar kind of thing for the other Souls-like games that come out in the future, such as Code Vein and a couple other ones I haven't mentioned. So the future for Souls fans is not too bleak. We definitely got some games to give a look out for, ones that can potentially be pretty good. I just hope they don't try to make another Souls game, but try and use that formula to make something new, different, and good in its own right. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Let me know what you think about these upcoming Souls-like, mention anything you'll want to see me do with them, and I'll see you in my next moving picture. Peace out.